Hello, back with another video. Shout outs to all my friends that deals with anxiety. Now, I'm going to cover this topic the best I can because I don't have anxiety, so I can't give you my experiences. The closest thing to anxiety I've ever had was back in 2014. As we were approaching spring, I was in a car accident where I was hit from behind by a drunk driver. And ever since then, well, for a little bit, time being, when I'm at a stoplight and a car is approaching, I sort of panic a little bit. Um, One time I panicked to the point because it looked like the car wasn't going to slow down. It was coming real fast, and I immediately went to the next lane, and which wasn't a lane at all. It was behind the caution white line, because I was fearing that the person behind me, was going to hit me with his car. I've since um, outgrown that, and it no longer bothers me. But that's the closest to, if that even is anxiety. So I'm going to cover this the best I can. Notice that in recent times, the the rise of people having anxiety has been an issue. Um, Growing up, it was, once in a blue moon you meet somebody with anxiety. Now it's seemingly everybody. Like right now, most of my friends in my circle of friends were all spiritual, and they have some sort of anxiety. One revealed to me, despite hanging out with them, revealed to me that they suffer from anxiety a little bit, which was shocking because she gets out there and dances, and um, she admitted to me that she had a crush on me. You wouldn't think that she has anxiety, but she said she suffers from it too. So, um, I think almost everyone in my friends group has some form of it. Um, I'm sort of the lucky one, I guess. Now, I have another friend that has it, but he had it since he was a kid, thanks to the trauma from an abusive father, and um, people making fun of him due to his weight. Um, I almost went down that same road too. My dad wasn't the best dad, um, you know, but he also gave me he also did stuff to give me confidence too, which my friend's dad, I guess, didn't do. Um, and I did a mediumship reading on him, on his dad, and just the entire reading was just very, from moment one, the first moment to the last moment, it was just filled with negative energy, and it affected him to the point where one time we were going to a park nearby. The gyms were closed. This was last year. Gyms were closed because of the pandemic, and he was, and also to the abuse he takes from being overweight, um, to the point where he couldn't get out of his car without me there because he was so fearful of what people were going to say to him. You know, um, from my understanding, it's something that's all in their heads, but there is just logic cannot do anything to turn that switch off. It's just not as for me. I could just um, turn stuff off. I could block it out. Um, but more for the people with anxiety, they just can't do that. It's not that easy. Um, so for him, it's a childhood thing. It started with ever since he was little, being overweight, his father not helping, you know. But why this has risen throughout society, easy on some counts. Um, the elite has put us in a point of fear to the point where anxiety has really risen. The naysayers are going to say that's ridiculous, it's a conspiracy theory, but I mean, look at everything is. I remember a meme back in 2012, and it was a picture of Bart Simpson in bed holding himself. And in the meme says, "This is how I feel after watching the news." And I remember one of my videos saying, don't um, watch the news a lot, or if any, block out the news. And sometimes you got to block out social media because now the news is in social media, on our phones. They find some way to get you. And telling lies through vision, tell lies through vision. That's why I don't jump on Black Lives Matter, because they put you in a state of fear to the point where, like I said, some of those videos, some of those incidents that you see on there might not actually be true. They do the same thing as television series do. They put the green wall, and they go from there and creating stories. Um, but it's to the point where if nothing happens, there's. I'm not saying there's some stories that do that are really happening that you see on there, but there's not enough. They go to the point where they create the story. All right, they create the story to the point where they make sure that you're in a state of fear. All right. Combine that with the lack of knowledge of law of attraction and stuff like that. Projecting these images to you, telling you these stories through your television, tell a lie through vision, telling a vision, it's telling stories through vision. That's what television is, you know. Now you have a projection in your mind where something could happen, and by law of attraction, you could be attracting that same incident that you don't want to happen into your head because you saw it on TV. That's very dangerous. Okay? That's another way to do it. And there was a time where, I want to say 2010, 2011, I used to be a news watcher. Um, CNN used to have something called the story of the day. And it was like the only thing good you saw on the news. And then around 2012, they stopped that. Now, why is it that they do that? Because 2012 is a year where the mass awakening was supposed to happen. The whole Mayan calendar, you know, the rise of consciousness. So they got rid of that and produced more stories to keep us in a state of fear. The same thing goes to 2020. My friend Stephanie, I was talking to her about the stuff, and I told her, watch when 2020, um, last, like almost a year, I told her they're gonna start attacking New Agers, because they want to keep people from rising their, waking up, rising their consciousness, rising above fear. Okay, and what happens? Last Christmas, this guy blows up. It's There's an explosion in I think it was Tennessee, and then weeks later they were saying, oh, he believes in 5G towers, and a lot of conspiracy theories popularized by New Agers. And then next thing you know, now they're saying, oh, he also believes in um, the shapeshifting reptilians, and I messaged her and was like, didn't I say this was going to happen? She was like, yeah, you know. So now it's, they're trying to do more stuff to get people to fight each other. It's not just the race, but now it's us New Agers that we're you know, the troublemakers. It's you gotta look past that. You gotta, you know, remember they probably did that to start a ruckus amongst us, keep us fighting each other, just like we do with race, just like we do with stuff like that. Oh, this person did this, and he believes in um, these conspiracy theories. Then the whole thing that happened in the Capitol. The whole QAnon shaman. Um, who was on Facebook as Starseed Academy. Okay, again, um, just for the record, New Age has nothing to do with QAnon, um, and that guy was placed there to make us look crazy. Okay, that was even predicted on The Simpsons. That tells you something that they knew that was gonna happen. All right, so don't follow Q. Don't follow that guy. QAnon, New Age, two separate entities. Um, Two separate movements, similar beliefs, but you know. But anyways, that was made to get people to think that spiritual people are crazy. Okay, I have no problem being called crazy. I've been called crazy all my life. Because in my backyard wrestling days, I was always the high flyer. But um, I know that affects some people that they just can't. They just can't not let it bother them. You know, especially growing up being indigo, um, having experiences where you see spirits and people think you're crazy, or my parents thought I was talking about Ghostbusters when I was sincerely thought I saw something, which I did. So um, it's tough for us that have these beliefs that no one else believes in, um, which sometimes leads to more anxiety. So a lot of the rise of anxiety is due to the New World Order. You know. Now, here are some ways to help reduce your anxiety. Number one, of course, you've seen me talk about it in my other videos. Meditation. Um, Open up your chakras. That's another one. Fear, guilt, shame. These are things that really take a toll on your chakras. Do not live in fear. Don't be shamed. Be proud of who you are. Like I said in my other videos, be you. Being you. Be you is beautiful. Okay? If you have to take your cues from anime characters, from music artists, go ahead. Do not fear. Please do not fear. Don't be afraid of being yourself, because you might light a fire, you might spark a flame within someone else that's just waiting to ignite. All right. Other ways is crystals and stones. Okay. Like amethyst. Okay. This is an amethyst bracelet. You could do bracelets. You could do tumble stones. You could put them in a pouch and keep them in your left pocket. Because left side is receiving the energy. Okay, aventurine. Okay, you have an aventurine right here. Okay, rose quartz. Rose quartz overall is a healing stone. All right, amethyst and rose quartz um, do more than just healing too. Some people get anxiety thanks to their dreams and nightmares. Amethyst, you put an amethyst under your pillow or sleep with it. It helps ward off nightmares. If you have anything bad coming in your dreams, it's um, the universe trying to warn you of future events. If anything bad might happen, it's trying to warn you. But other than that, just having nightmares, out the question, out the picture, out the dream, I should say, when you're sleeping with the amethyst. Sodalite and the moonstone. Okay? Also labradorites. This stone right here overall wards off negative energy. So if anybody, no, you have one of those, no offense if you follow the Bible, but they call them the Bible thumbers. You know, they try to tell you this stuff is satanic. No, it's not. It wards off negative energy. Satanic, demonic stuff, it's negative. This wards out stuff. So don't even tell them, don't come with that. All right? So, in the end, anxiety is another way they rose the anxiety within society to keep us in fear. Okay? This whole thing, this pandemic, it's another way they're doing that. Okay? I'm not saying it's fake. You know, I'm not saying COVID is fake. But what I am saying is it is a depopulation plot, and it's also something to keep us in fear, keep you from hugging your family, keeping you from seeing your family. A lot of people spent Christmas alone. Okay, that's not good. Have fun. Like you're gonna die tomorrow. Don't wait till this is over to start having fun. Have fun now. Because, yes, let's just say we believe in reincarnation, okay? I know reincarnation, but for other people that haven't experienced it yet, we'll get to another video on reincarnation. If we leave this plane of existence and come back, what you enjoyed, which is now your past life, might not be around. COVID's killing restaurants. They're saying some restaurants chains are not going to be around. We see that with some stores. Sears, Kmart, malls are disappearing. Enjoy things now. Don't let COVID stop you. I'm not saying be reckless, but don't let it nullify your fun all the way. Life, things are way too precious to do that. If I lived in fear like that, 2021, this year, would have sucked. Okay? And when Ocean Beach, the beach I go to, began having concerts, me and my friends, we lived it up. We danced. We went to that beach. Well, we did last year too with COVID, but they didn't have the events because of the virus. But We lived it up. We had fun like the earth was going to be destroyed tomorrow. Take nothing for granted. Enjoy life. Don't wait until this is over, because we're going to be with this for a while. We're going to be with this until probably it kills enough people. All right, that's their plan. But you're stronger than that. And the people that have taken my advice didn't get rid of their anxiety all the way, but it helped it big time. And their anxiety slowly is going away. Maybe not, 100%, but they said, you know, the same advice I'm giving you guys on YouTube or Facebook, you know, they said it helped them a lot. All right. You want to have fun? Have it. Don't let nothing stop you. If you like this video, please hit that like button, and also too, please subscribe to my channel. Have fun like the 80s. See you next time.